Yeah, my actual. I've got a couple. I'm like,
Oh, there you are. Okay. Copy. All right, guys. I'm gonna put the link in Sherpa School's chat real fast so you guys can go over to Az's channel.
Alright.
All right, there we go. All right, so now you guys can talk to me in like real time. I'm also gonna be watching uh Discord too, so you guys will be able to ask questions along while we're going, like while we're in there in certain places. All
Alright,
right.
and do I need to hop on my PS4 and all that
Oh
stuff,
no,
or?
you're fine. You're fine. I'm
Okay.
just today we're just gonna go through the encounters of like how everything's gonna go, and then I'm
Oh,
gonna
okay.
dedicate it. So we're gonna dedicate an hour. Try to dedicate an hour each week, one to like PS4, one to Xbox, and one to PC to actually raid the encounters. So I'll do like first hour we could do like PS4, second hour we could do Xbox, third hour we could do PC. That way everybody doesn't like they're not sitting around waiting, you know. And if we
Fair
only
enough.
get like one or two encounters done, that's fine as long as everybody understands the encounters and you guys are getting what you need as far as, being able to see what's going on, understand what's happening and being able to teach it going from that point on. For the reason have for us to have Sherpa School because I understand what it's like to not have people to play with. The reason I started streaming a long time ago was to be able um, to have people to play with. And it sucks when you don't have that. And it also sucks when you don't have people who are experienced and that's what we're going to do for you guys is we're going to try to make it to where you guys can be more experienced, you guys can teach it, and you guys don't feel like you have to like win a raffle to get in with Queen. You guys can raid together as a whole as well. And if I want to get on one day and say, hey guys, let's freaking raid, we knock out some raids because there's a
Yeah.
lot of times in the afternoons where I want to raid, and I just want to have fun. And it's hard because right now we don't have a lot of people who can Sherpa. So now we're not going to have to worry about Sherpaing anymore because we're just going to teach the encounters and get it done that way.
Alright, well, I checked on the servers for PSN when I was on, and it said it's all, everything's down, basically.
Yeah, the servers are down right now on PSN, so
Okay.
we're just gonna.
I
We're,
figured.
that's why I'm just doing the encounter like this, and then I was like, maybe next week we can start out like with doing the PS4 first, Xbox and PC. What do you guys think about
Oh,
that? Give me
Xbox,
some feedbacks
Xbox,
on it.
Xbox did that
That
now.
sounds like a good idea, to be honest.
Does that sound like a good idea to you guys? Are you guys okay
Yeah.
with
I'm okay with it.
yeah, being able to go through and honestly, an hour, you guys are gonna be surprised because let me tell you why. After you guys get used to raiding so much, an hour is gonna you're gonna be like, oh my god, it's only been 30 minutes. What are we gonna do now? You know what I mean? So eventually, it's gonna get faster and easier, and then we're gonna have more new people who are coming in who we can teach and we can go like that. And then also, you guys feel free too to start using the Discord even after we get this started and start learning the encounters. If you're going in to do a raid, I used to do raids one encounter at a time. I would teach myself an encounter or two, and then if I started getting frustrated, I would stop and I would come back the next day and do the same thing for the next two encounters. So on this one right here, if you guys, I'm gonna just backtrack just a little bit because we have people in stream and stuff. So on the first night right here, so if you're blessed, you'll see, or if you're when you're blessed this night because it's glowing like this. Anything that's glowing like this, you're gonna be able to kill when you're blessed. And by blessed, I mean the green stuff right here. So if I step inside the green stuff right here, it's gonna start it. You guys are gonna see them change colors, and they're gonna be damageable to me. Correct?
I
All
still
right.
cannot damage.
Now, see, go ahead, Sword. Where'd the other knight go? He already
In a
died.
way.
Come down
Oh,
here and
I
shoot
see
this
him.
guy so they can see. So
So-
Sword's gonna shoot
think
it,
I
and
get
he's
it.
gonna get immune. Do you see how he gets immune on stream?
Not
But-
yet.
It's a little bit behind.
Right now, do you see this guy right here that I'm shooting at? I can't kill him, but Sword will be able to kill him. So you see, Acolytes is fair game to him. Thrall is fair game to him. Blessed is the only
I
one that
see
can kill
it.
knights. Right, Blessed is the only one that can kill knights.
Oh, I kind of figured that because I've been paying attention to the streams with Crown of Sorrows, and I've been seeing people get blessed through the egg thing.
Right.
So I kind of figured that was the case. I just didn't know for sure.
Yeah,
Now,
'cause
did you
it's-
just hear the
it's 'cause-
crystals go off? Now, Az, meet me in the middle.
a little bit.
Now, do you see where the crystal is right here, where Az is? It takes a blessed and a non-blessed, and we both have to shoot it at the same time. So you see us shooting at it at the same time. We're going to break the crystals. So basically, it's on left, right, and middle. So that's basically
Oh, I see the
what the
crystal.
blessed, yeah, that's basically what it is when you're blessed. So when you're blessed like that, it takes a blessed and non-blessed to shoot the crystals. All right, so
that
when you're explaining the counter,
actually
you're
makes
gonna
sense.
go. It does make sense, doesn't it? Because to someone who's looking out and they're watching the raid for the first time, they're probably like, "Why in the crap do they keep saying I'm blessed and I need a non-blessed here?" Well, that's the reason why. Your blessed is always gonna grab your green, and your non-blessed is not gonna have to worry about it. Now, here's where it's gonna get really crazy. So as I'm gonna grab the blessed, we're gonna go down and we're gonna swap on the crystal so they can see it on your stream. All right, so now, guys, when we say that we have a time, actually, you know what, Az, go ahead and wipe real fast. I'm going to let you grab it first so they can see your timer.
Got
So
everything.
when you're blessed, you have a timer. It starts at like 50-something seconds. Whenever that starts out, you have that amount of seconds to be blessed. So after you grab it, when you start up the round, your goal is to go out, clear all the ads, and to be prepared for crystals to come in. So this is how this is going to go. The people are going to grab blessing. You're going to go out, clear ads, meet back in the middle, jump up on the boxes in the middle, and just continue to clear ads. Then you're going to hear a ding. So hopefully you guys will be able to hear the ding. All right, Az, you grab it real fast.
Oh.
And I'm going to meet you at the front.
So is there like quota with how everyone groups up and in a certain spot, shoot quota and then back out?
Yep. So do you see all these ads right here that are all around me? So basically what's going to happen, we throw a well down up here. So this is where the crystal is going to come up for us to switch. Az is going to show you this right now.
So
do you see the
I
big
can't
purple
damage
crystal
these
ball?
guys? That?
No, you can't. I can damage them.
Which?
All right, go ahead. And what are you at right now on your
I'm at
timer?
30-ish seconds.
All right, when you hit 20 seconds on your timer, guys, that is when you're going to start calling everyone to the middle. Once you call everybody to the middle, then you're going to say, okay, I need to switch. So we're going to go ahead and switch now. And we both shoot the crystal at the same time. Now it takes blessing away from him, and it gives blessing to me.
Oh, okay.
So you want, when you go into that crystal, you want everybody in that crystal at the same time. All right, so basically how it goes is you have 2 on the left, 2 in the middle, 2 on the right. You go in, clear ads, you wait for the crystal to pop up. You'll hear a little chime. Crystals will pop up. Once the crystals pop up, then you're going to go back to the middle, clear ads. You're going to wait, and then when you hit 20 seconds, you're going to switch again. Then ogres are going to come out. Once the ogres come out, after you kill the ogres, you're immediately going to go back, wait for a second, and then go ahead and switch your buff. Once you switch your buff again, then you rinse and repeat. Kill ads, wait for crystal, kill crystal, go switch buff, come back out, kill ogres, and then come back and switch buff again. So does that make sense now?
Yeah.
I
All right.
think so.
So-
Each time that you go ahead.
I have a question. Sorry to cut you off.
No, it's okay.
So what happens if say the team loses their buff?
Perfect. I'm glad you asked that.
Oh,
Come down
that's
here
a
with
good
me, Az.
one.
We won't start it. We won't start it. All right, now pretend like there's a purple, like a purple buff, a purple crystal down here. Pretend like Az just lost his blessing. Say he fell off the side of the map or something, something that Queen does all the time. He's gonna run in to where the crystal ball is, and he's gonna say, "What are you gonna say, Az?"
I need the blessing.
I need blessing. Now, a person who has blessing, which is me, I am going to shoot the crystal ball and he's going to shoot it at the same time. And guess what? Boom, he has blessing. Now,
And you keep it? And you
I
keep
keep
it.
it.
Now,
And
does
I
your
keep it.
timer refresh?
Nope, my timer is still running. So,
But
as
does he have longer time than you then?
yeah, yes. And also that works for a non-buff too, guys. So say Az has a buff and he's not supposed to, and I'm not buffed. And he's like, "Oh crap, I got a buff. I need someone to take it away from me." He goes back to the crystal and he tells a non-buff, he says, "Hey, I need a non-buff to shoot the crystal right now, please. I need to be non-buffed." And then I shoot it, he shoots it, and boom, he's non-buffed and I'm still non-buffed. So
Okay.
here's where it gets crazy, though. You have to make sure no one else is in this crystal with him, because if they are, when you shoot it, they will get whatever you are shooting the crystal with. So if you have people around and Az gets the buff shot at him, it's going to change their buffs. So you have to really make sure what you're doing. Now, here is another way you can do this, and I'm glad.
you
Who
have a
cares? Who
question.
cares?
Oh,
Yeah,
if
I know.
you just
That's what
saw it.
I
Okay.
saw. Yep, I just saw it. So here's another way that you can do this as well. So, and it's a really good way because CWG taught me this way. And I've been seeing a lot of people run it. You can also run 3 and 3. So there is also a 3 and 3 strat. I would start out
Okay.
with 2, 2, and 2 first, and the reason being is because it when you're doing two people with a buff at first, it might get a little confusing because everybody at first is like, "Oh my god, oh 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 my god." Okay, where am I going? Where am I going? So to to go back to the three teams of two, which is what Who Cares said, this is how you can do this. So me and Az is going to go back to the beginning. So we're going to go back up to the top. So if you want to do it on 3 and 3, what's going to happen is you have two people that are going to grab the buff. Once we grab the buff, then we are going to have the blessing. All right? You'll have 3 people on one side. So it'll be me and 2 teammates on the left side, and then Az and 2 teammates on the right side. Now, when it comes to crystals, what's going to happen is the people on the left, the 3 people on the left, they're going to run out. We're going to shoot the crystals together, and then we're going to come back to the middle and collapse on the middle. Same for the right side. Right side's going to run out, go kill the crystal, come to the middle, and collapse in the middle. All right? It makes it easier because then you can do it in a certain rotation, and you don't have to worry about getting down to 20 seconds and having the craziness of what's going on. But you have to get the crystals. If you don't get the crystals, or if you mess up your buffs, it's going to leave you behind. So what's going to happen is, pretend like Az is on the right with his team. I'm on the left with mine. All right. We go out, we shoot our crystals, we all come back to the middle. Once we get back to the middle, we shoot this crystal. Once we get back up to the front, then we go ahead and we switch buffs. All right. After we switch buffs, it's time for ogres. All right. So we kill the rest of the ads, wait for the ogres to spawn, kill the ogres. Now, if you are on a team and you say you're on the right side, team, and you do not have the buff to kill that ogre, all you have to do is spin in the well, turn right back around again, and you're going to shoot to the opposite side. Okay? So it makes it easier that way because then after you kill the ogres, you go back, you switch the buff, and you start all over again. So a lot of people like to do 2, 2, and 2, and they split up the crystals that way, or they can do 3 and 3. I like the 3 and 3. I think it's a great way to do it, and it does make it easy because you know immediately after you do a certain thing, you are gonna go switch your buff regardless as to where you're at. So you grab your buffs, come in here, come up to the front, clear the ads, go get the crystals, come back, grab your buff again, kill the ogres, come back, grab your buff again, and then you hear a dong. And after you hear 4 dongs, you're done. So that way is a lot less complicating as well. So who cares? I'm glad you brought that up because that's actually a really good strat. So do you guys have any questions about that strat?
I have a question about the crystals.
Yeah.
Sure.
So what happens if we don't destroy them in time? Is it like an instant wipe mechanic?
It's an instant wipe. Yep. If you
Okay, that
don't
makes
get the
sense.
crystals in time, so when you're doing the 3 and 3 strat, you have to remember the moment that you pop that crystal on both sides, you have to go to the middle. So Az is going to be telling his team on the left side, he's going to say, okay, pop this crystal. All right, we got to go to the middle, pop that crystal. All right, everybody to the middle. Once we get to the middle, we're going to change our buffs. And then you're going to change your buffs in a heartbeat and then go straight to killing ogres.
Okay,
So
that
Crystal locations middle, so people.
yes.
One spot is standing right now, kind of in this general area.
so kind of like
Opposite.
in between the plants.
Yep, kind of in between the plants right there,
Plants.
like in the walkway.
There's one
Yeah.
that's between these two plants and one.
Mm-hmm.
And also you get one center on this side and off.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Left and the right, they're pretty uniform from side to side. You can get one dead center here. Get one that decides to hide back over in this area. On the last rotation, you saw one up here.
Right here. Mm-hmm.
You can also see one roughly around.
Like in the
Yeah.
in the front.
The only
And it's the same for the left side. Left side is exactly the same,
except
basically.
for right there in that corner.
Yeah, right here in the
Roughly
corner
right
is
here.
where the one
Instead
on the
of
left
spawning
spawns
over here,
sometimes.
or on the other side, it's actually
Right.
Okay.
And also, one of the things to remember on this encounter too is to be calm. So if you're teaching it, if you're teaching it, and it's always the best to have one person who is gonna call out to switch. So if you're doing the 3 and 3, you actually can have one person make the call. All right, go to your crystals, kill your crystals, go to the middle, meet in the middle, switch your buffs. Once you switch your buffs, ogres are coming out. After ogres, switch your buffs again. You're going to hear the dong. All right, we're going to start over again. Go out, kill, kill, kill. Get your crystals. Come back. Come to the middle. You're going to switch. Kill your ogres. Come back. You're going to switch again. And then kill, 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 crystals, ogres. Same thing over and over again for 4 rotations. So after the 4th rotation, you will hear the dong. Once it does, it'll immediately be done. And then you work your way across to the jumping puzzles.
so.
Okay.
Good indicator if you don't remember where you're at either is I'm shooting these little fire cauldrons across the way. They will light up after you.
Mm-hmm.
Once all 4 are
Okay.
lit, then you can get across.
Yep.
So it's kind of like the first part of the menagerie. You have to grab stone mouth orbs to fill the lantern things.
Similar.
Yes. Similar. They're similar
Yeah,
to that.
similar, but
Is-
not
Yeah.
exact same.
Is this where I learned the raid?
Yeah, this is where you learn it.
Oh, Pog. Teach me, Queen. Smile.
Actually, Barnsey, you think you and Mulder might want to come in here? Is Bazinga in here as well?
Sparkles is in here as well.
I am.
Do you think that you guys might want to come in here real fast so we could do a very slow and explanation rate run for them if you guys don't mind?
Hi,
Nice.
sexy Sparkles.
I think we can get Tolls to come down as well.
That's fine. Well, I think that's let's see, me, you, Barnsey, Mulder, Bazinga, and then Tolls or Sparkles. It doesn't matter. Oh my God! Holy
Tolls is
shit!
there,
Second, you
yeah.
just scared me. You want to say hi to everybody in Sherpa School?
Hi.
He's saying hi, guys.
Hi.
Getting
Here.
good grades.
Hi.
He said you guys better be good grades.
Hey!
Don't worry, I
Hey!
brought the teacher an
I'm
apple.
a good kid.
Second, you're not
The good
the
kids.
previous.
Not what the Queen was teaching. What the?
Perfect. So Discord failed us, so we had to fire up Az's stream so we could show everybody what we were doing and talk in real time at the same time. Discord kept going black on us, so we were like, okay.
Sparkles, you're a dong motor.
Do you need to talk to me real fast while I'm waiting on everybody to get in here?
Do we want me or Tolls?
Well, Tolls isn't in here, so you're free to come in,
Hey,
Sparkles.
Tolls,
We're on
I'm
PC
glad
right
you
now.
heard.
Oh, just a cup?
Oh, I still need truth. I still need to get truth as well. Crap. Well, that can wait until later.
I got my tooth and I stuck it
Maybe I
straight
didn't
into my
have
hammerhead.
two.
Oh wow.
Three,
Okay.
three tablespoons. Okay, yeah, put one more in there then. Sorry.
Well, I'm on the three pieces of it. We have to go hunt them down, and you on the solar system, basically.
So,
All right. So
say,
on this part right here, I'm gonna have Barnsey. Since Barnsey has a pretty clear voice and he's pretty calm-headed. He's actually really good at talking to people whenever we're doing the raid encounter as far as like counting and stuff. I'll have Barnsey do the countdown and tell everyone what they're gonna do and how they're gonna go and stuff when we switch. Barnsey, do you
Oh.
want to do the 2-2 and 2 strat and then the 3-3 and 3 strat?
3, 3, and 3 strat. What are you making up
I mean
now?
the 3 and 3 strat. Shit.
Clean.
I'm losing it today. I'm sorry.
What do you
All
need
right.
me to
Oh,
explain?
boy.
Like when we go to change?
Yeah, so
is what
I
you're
just need
saying.
you to yell when we're about to go change.
Okay.
So I have Barnsey in here, Bazinga in here, me in here,
Barnsley's
Sword in
the
here.
teacher's pet.
Haley.
So-
Now you guys, who all's in Sherpa school with me, now you guys get to experience listening to them 24/7. So
Oh no.
yeah,
So-
good luck with that.
one thing that I know the question about
Yeah,
loadouts came up.
Queen learned everything from me.
Say that again, Sword. I'm sorry.
I was like, one question came up about loadouts. Let's call out what your loadout is, because all of us, I guarantee, have either similar or very different.
Okay. So I guarantee mine is like the most oddball loadout. So I'll just go in and tell you guys. I have threat level for my primary. I have recluse for my secondary, and I just have a machine gun for my heavy. Now, if you do not have recluse, I was saying this earlier on stream. The huckleberry is amaze balls, and so is the
So I'm running Huckleberry loaded question.
right.
So,
What are you running, Barnsey?
I have my
Mountaintop.
mountaintop,
Yeah. And what else?
recluse,
And
and
then
I
just a heavy.
especially love the anarchy because you don't have to use a lot of the ammo. You know, like 2 bolts can stun any major and kill them basically on their own. Saves you if you're like low light, you can hide and just pop 2 bolts and run.
Are you talking about tethering the floor and the bot major, or
Yes.
2 on the major?
Just 2 bolts with the knives. You
shoot
can
'em
put one on the
directly? So,
ground, one
Show
in
us,
him.
Barnsey. Show us. I'm gonna start it. Get in here and get this. Get in here and get this stuff with me, and shoot this knight and show them exactly. Can you look at them so they can see what he's talking about?
Yeah.
So one in the body. Oh, I missed. Oh, but that can work. Just one in the body, one anywhere else. So it's just
Were you guys able to see that?
I used like 4 bolts there, and
So
basically
so
destroy them completely.
yeah. So he took the anarchy. He stuck it to the. He shot the knight with it. It stuck him to
Okay,
the
so
wall,
he's
and then it killed
tethering
him.
to the ground or the wall
Yep.
or something. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. You can also tether them to each other.
Yes.
You can.
Well, I
Yeah.
don't usually aim for enemies when I launch my tether. I usually aim that for the ground beneath them, so I can just get a whole mass in that one shot.
Yeah.
All right. Let's wipe it
It
up
works a
real
lot
fast.
better when you have
Where
it
to
stuck
here.
to them and then one stuck to the ground.
Well,
So
I
like
don't
it
aim-
keeps them stuck in it, like the electricity all the time.
Mhm.
Yeah. And then, of
Yeah,
course,
but-
any ads that run through it will get hit as well. If they're
Yeah.
damageable.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the one-shot tether has a tracking system on it, so that's the only reason why I don't do that, because the auto tracking usually kicks in at the last second and attaches the enemy. Well, I
Yeah.
don't want it to.
So that's why we were saying like everybody like use something that you are comfortable with using. Like you don't when someone comes in, you don't want to tell them use this gun. And the reason being is because if you told me that, I'm gonna laugh at you and I'm gonna tell you don't tell me what to use. So
I usually tell them to bring bullets.
yeah, just bring bullets and do whatever you want. Because here's the thing about it is that I love the chatter and bone. A lot of people don't like the chatter and bone. I'm good with the chatter and bone. Second hates it. He thinks it's trash. You get what I'm saying? Like that there's people like everybody prefers different weapons. So, but you at the end, you do want a machine gun or you do want something like mountaintop or I mean, grenade launchers are really good on the boss.
Transit.
Outbreak is good, but it's not as good as machine guns and grenade launchers.
I usually have Hammerhead set as my heavy for my Hunto.
That's actually just fine. Hammerhead will work just fine.
Wendigo.
Oh, did you know there's levers up here?
Yes.
Yeah,
it
Wendigo,
activates.
Wendigo is really good too.
Yep.
I don't
Window
usually
is-
have that.
Two up here. That's interesting.
All right, Mulder, are you coming in?
Now, how messed up did you explain this encounter, Queen?
I did not. I explained it
She
very well. You
didn't.
shut up, Barnsey.
Chief me.
She explained the crystals.
I explained the
well,
crystals,
actually?
everything. Yep.
Yeah.
They know about everything.
Yeah.
So, as I want you to run with Barnsey, so that way, when
Yep.
wherever Barnsey's going, they're gonna hear his voice so they can see.
Okay. I've got his audio.
Oh.
Okay.
Doomsday with spike grenade. Spike grenades is the big key for damage. Spike grenades are
Yeah, spike grenades or bay. Spike grenades or bay. Also, at the end, guys, and even before the end, the second to last encounter, you can use a boot cannon on Little Chungus once you take his shield down, and you can use a boot cannon on Big Chungus too, and it does help. Also, do not forget about if you have the arms from Leviathan, you can use Striking Hand. If you punch an ad, so say Barnsey's an ad, as will you show me and Barnsey real fast? If you punch the ad like this, like I say, you punch him, and then you start
Yeah,
shooting, you're gonna get harder damage. So your damage is gonna be better.
okay. So we've
You'll
got
see the
striking
numbers.
hand.
Okay.
Yeah,
But-
striking hand.
At the melee's increased damage by.
Oh god.
We've got shielding hand with incoming damage by. Got giving hand, which heavy to drop.
What about that one exotic that you place dodge and then have electricity, kind of like electricity field set up?
What is the name of it?
I don't remember, but I know it's an exotic heavy
Does it-
weapon.
It's the anarchy.
The Anarchy.
Really
Oh,
don't hear.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, what about that? Would that be a good idea to use in Kurosawa's?
You don't need
yeah,
it, but
yeah,
it's
yeah. So you use the Anarchy. You're gonna use the Anarchy because you can tether knights. You can shoot the boss with it. It will definitely help you when those knights are in there. When you're in the final encounters and those knights start rushing you, and it gets up in the 735, the Anarchy is going to be great to use because it will shock them and you'll be able to kill them immediately.
Oh, I guess I should have got it.
The big thing is it stuns them, so you
Yeah,
can.
it stuns them so they won't kill you.
That's why I thought about it.
Yeah. So wait, how come Mulder comes in and talks for like 5 minutes and then I tell him to come in here and he leaves?
It's Moto. I don't know.
Mulder! I'm so done with him.
he'll grab.
Mulder, you coming?
I'm a coming. Where's
Oh
everybody
my
yelling at me?
Lanta.
Come on, Moda. Get on with it.
You seriously want to ask that?
So what we'll do is we'll basically do this encounter and then the next encounter, guys. And if we have time, we'll do the encounter after that. If not, then we'll just do the first two encounters, and then next time we'll do the last two encounters. Hopefully we'll have enough time. Hopefully we'll blow through this pretty fast, and I'll be able to explain it quick enough to where you guys get a good idea of it. And then, like I said, on next Thursday, we'll do an hour with PS4, an hour with Xbox, and then an hour with PC. And we'll start small and aim for big. So if it takes us like 1 or 2 encounters to really get everybody used to it and get everybody connected with it, we'll do it like that, and then we'll just continue progressing. So it might take us a couple of weeks to actually get where we want to be, but we will eventually get there. All right, Mulder's here. Come rally, Mulder, and let's go. I'll take Blessing on left side. So we're gonna do 2-2 and 2 strat. So I'll take Bazinga with me on left. Sparkles, you can go in mid with Az, and Barnsey.
I'm with Barn.
Oh wait, sorry. Az, you and Barnsey are gonna be together, and Sparkles, you and Mulder are gonna be together in the mid. So Barnsey, you and Az are gonna be together on the right side.
Oh, Miles.
All right, so Barnsey will take Blessing first. Sparkles will take Blessing, and then I'll take Blessing. All right, so here's where it gets crazy, guys. Once we step into the Blessing, you'll hear. I'll try not to talk a lot, and I'll have everybody else kind of be a little quiet, so that way Barnsey can make the call out, so you guys will understand when it's time to come in and when it's time to leave. All right, you guys ready? All right, Barnsley, let's go. All right, so basically now all we're doing now is just going and clearing ads, and then we're all gonna meet up in the front.
I forgot to rally.
It's all right.
Okay.
All right, and now you're fixing to hear a time for crystals after we clear these ads right here.
Alright, we're at 24 seconds. Everyone head to the vessel.
All right, everybody's here.
Everyone shoot the vessel. Everyone go do their crystals. Go
Alright,
to your
did you guys
side,
hear
find
the
the
dong for the
crystal,
crystal?
both shoot it.
I'm gonna get these guys up top. And now, guys, after we switched and we went and got our crystals, all we're doing now is clearing ads again.
Add to your
And
timer.
What's
25 seconds.
All right.
25 seconds. Alright, we can deal with the ogres first.
The
15
left
seconds.
on left needs help.
West is on right
Alright,
side. Yeah.
Perfect.
Everyone onto the vessel.
Okay.
Everyone shoot the vessel. Alright, cool. Crystals just spawned. Everyone to their sides. Find your crystal. Green is under gazebo.
Crystal is up here with me, Bazinga.
Yep.
Nice job. Now we're back to killing ads again, guys. And you're fixing to hear a dong.
Just do one more swap. Everyone on the vessel. Pretty sure it's tied to like a swap.
Yeah.
And now the
Yeah.
fire's lit.
So yeah, so you guys see the fire across the way now. And then we start all over and rinse and repeat again.
Can you do this 4 times or 3 times?
We do this 4 times. So when you see the 4th, so as look over at what's lit right now. When you see the 4th one lit up, when you see 4 of those things lit up on the other side, you'll be done. But it'll also
Timer.
tell you you're done.
30
as well.
seconds.
30 seconds. Alright.
25.
I need these blessing acolytes to come down on the left, please, if somebody can.
20.
All right.
Everyone on the vessel.
Okay.
Everyone shoot the vessel. Go do crystals.
There's one
Crystal is in the middle with me, Bazinga.
hiding in the back corner.
Az is in the back corner. Az.
Got a night chase in here.
I do. I'll get him. I'll come back and get him. Changed myself.
Alright, we're at 25 seconds. Everyone onto the vessel.
Ogres are spawning.
I'm gonna do a quick swap.
All right.
Alright, good.
Ogre is down on the right.
There's down on left.
Perfect. Nice job, guys.
To be honest, I didn't even see the ogres.
Crystals are out
Crystals
again.
are spawned. Do crystals first.
Crystal on the
Right
back
side is
left.
good.
Bazinga.
Timer.
25.
25.
25. Let's do a swap.
Sorry, Sparkles is dragon.
Oh, my Lanta.
And then you're gonna hear a dong, guys, and that is round number 2, and you'll see a thing light up on the other side for round number 2. There you go.
Now, what's the purpose of you guys putting the rift, the well of radiance, so close to the wall, not in the middle?
So we put it closer to the wall because if you get too close while you're shooting guns and you accidentally shoot the crystal, you switch
Thanks.
everybody's buff by accident.
It also
The
does a
well
weird.
itself does damage to the crystal
Crystal.
sometimes,
Yeah.
and
To
that
the
can,
vessel,
the well
yeah.
itself can actually switch you.
That makes
Okay,
sense.
24 seconds. Everyone do a quick swap for the crystal spawn. Quick
Okay.
swap, Queen.
Yep.
Thank you. There's 2 knights on the right as.
One thing I would say is, do not be
Crystal?
afraid to really be active.
Crystal as. On me.
Yeah, you want to kill everything. We need a bless. Oh, there we go.
Blessed as on top as.
Trying to deal with the knife.
Yeah.
I got these ads on the other side.
Timer.
25 seconds.
25.
25 seconds. Everyone in for a swap. There's a knight on the vessel. Az is behind. Just wait for him.
Alright.
Okay, here.
Alright, shoot the vessel.
And
Sure.
ogres are out. Ogre on the right or left is down.
The ogre's down.
And go get our
Crystals?
crystals.
Run crystals.
We got a crystal mid, needs a blast.
Back left. I got you. I'm coming to it right now.
Az, are you with me?
Yep,
No,
I'm
no,
here.
blessing point?
After now.
Oh, is it? Okay, the
Did
crystal.
you have blessing sparkle?
Alright.
Yeah, I know, I shot it.
Now you're gonna hear a dong, and
Alright,
this is gonna
20
be the
seconds.
end of round number 3.
Everyone on the vessel.
Okay, one second. Let me get rid of this guy right here so he's not a
Everyone on
nuisance.
the vessel.
Alright, and I'm ready
Everyone
now.
shoot the
Hold her.
vessel.
And you're gonna hear a dong, and that's the end of round 3. So now we have one more round to go. So it lights up another fire on the other side. Is there any other questions while we're in here right now that you're
Yeah,
seeing
the-
someone do?
The next question I have is, if you don't shoot the vessel, but you're in the circle of the vessel, does your buff still change?
Yes,
Yeah.
because mine has many times. Yes. As long
I
as
haven't
you're in
shot the
there-
vessel once yet,
Yeah.
but I've been in the circle.
The mechanic with the vessel is it takes a
23
blessing
seconds.
and a non-blessing to shoot it in order to break the vessel and your buff to swap.
So literally,
15 guys.
the two alternate
13.
people-
Mulder.
If the two alternate people that have the blessing and not the blessing shot, just those 2 people, everybody would switch.
Yes.
Yeah.
It would
Yeah.
swap everyone
This
inside.
thing up here on me.
Yep, got Hold her on me.
So it works perfectly because there's 3 people that aren't, 3 people that are, and then it just kind of swaps the 3 over.
Get ready for ogres. Is there any other questions? Now's a really good time to ask because we're just kind of killing ads or whatever.
Alright, we're at 25 seconds. Swap before ogres.
In here.
Got non-blessing on the left.
Dead. Blessing is. Nice job, guys. And how many seconds do we have left?
40.
Perfect.
We can do
Crystals are out
crystals.
again.
Under gazebo as.
Front
I'm
left.
here with you.
We do one more
Question:
swap,
is shooting the
we go
vessel
back.
better than punching it? Yes.
Yes, it's so much easier. We'll go ahead and swap it real fast.
All it wants you to do is do damage. You can do that better with a gun than your hand.
And that is number 4, guys. That's how it's. That's like a very smooth way of doing it.
They die. If they stay out of the vessel.
So,
Oh yes.
hypothetical, let's say left side, their person with buff died, right? So left side has no more blessings. The next time the group does a swap on the vessel, only one person from left side would go into the vessel and get their blessing, so that left side will have 1 blessing and 1 non-blessing.
And then can you come over here and show them where the next lure is? So the next lure is going to be off to the right immediately when you get your chest on the next encounter, or the next part, guys. So when you get the chest, you're going to go straight over to the right side over here, and it's going to be behind the pole. And you're definitely going to want to make sure that you show them this so they can get the lures, and it's going to be right here. It's sitting in the crack.
And the
So
only thing I
that'll be
want
your
to
second lure.
Dang it.
the other thing I want to add into, you'll notice there was only one person calling out. Everybody else really didn't need to talk.
Yeah.
Nobody was shouting at each other. There was nobody. Oh, this over here, like you see in other people's stuff
Yeah, you
like
don't
that.
have to
People
do
are
that.
constantly yelling and screaming. You
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
need to do that.
You do not have to do that, correct. So then you're going to
Okay.
continue on up on the top. Once you get to the next encounter, this is where it gets a little bit nutty. Reason being is because if you don't get the crystals right away, it will wipe you pretty fast. But if you have a structure on how to do things, like you want to give everybody jobs. Don't be afraid to give people jobs. Make sure that you tell people, hey, I need you to do this, this, and this. And then I need you to do this, this, and this. Because when you give people jobs, it makes things a lot smoother. Mulder can tell you from doing it for a long time, and so can Barnsey. If you're doing it and everyone does their own job, everything should go as accordingly, as smooth as it can go. I mean, you're gonna have hiccups where someone dies by accident or something like that. Which brings me to my next while we're on our way over here real fast, so I can talk to you about something. If you're interested in being a Sherpa, you have to remember patience. Patience, you have to have a lot of it
Yeah,
because
patience is key.
yeah, you cannot be you can't be like hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up and rush people, because that's when people are going to shut down or they're just going to stop trying. And the reason being is because when you start putting someone on the spot and you can't tell them, "Oh my god, you're garbage. Why can't you stay alive?" You can't say that to them. Because once before you've been there as well. So you have to remember that even if you have to walk away and take a break, because I'm the perfect example. See, all of my emotions are laid out on stream. My Sherpas, my friends who are playing with me, even right now, and some of them are in stream and some of them are in this chat right now, they can tell you, they can tell when I'm starting to get stressed. We'll take a break, we'll go do something, we'll walk away for a second, or one of them will message me and they'll say something to me about it. You have to remember that you are the first person who is helping someone get through their first encounter, their first raid. You don't want it to be a terrible time. You want that person to enjoy themselves, and you want to have an enjoyable time as well. So you've seen the struggles on stream of where people where we've had to struggle a little bit to get someone there clear, but you just have to remember that that's part of doing it. Someone is learning for the first time. They're not going to know everything. They're not going to be able to pick up and do everything like someone has done it 10 or 12 times. So patience is a really big key here. And I've always told people, if you don't have patience, definitely Sherpa's probably not a good thing for you, because it takes a lot of patience.
Well, I gotta tell you, I've sent a lot of patients to the hospital because they don't listen.
Alright, so on this next encounter right here, you guys will notice there's more green goo. So it's just like the last encounter. 3 people are going to be blessed, and 3 people are going to be not blessed. Now, here's the kicker. One team is going to go right, one team is going to go left, and one team is going to stay behind to help with whatever is needed. So I'm going to go left, and I'm going to take Bazinga with me. Sparkles and Mulder is going to go mid, and so they're going to be probably the ones who kind of lag behind a little bit to make sure that no one needs an extra blessed or an extra non-blessed, because sometimes people fall off on this part. And then Barnsy's going to go right, and they're going to get the crystals on the right. Now, the first thing that's going to spawn, you'll see a crystal. It's going to spawn with a shield around it. When that crystal spawns, you have to have 1 blessed and 1 non-blessed in that crystal. So I'll let Mulder and Sparkles go in and do that one, so you guys can see exactly how it's done right off the bat. I'll let Az stand back so he can show you guys. And then
Question
What type
Peanut
of
Gallery
weapon
is.
are people using for this type of?
oh my gosh,
encounter?
Scout Rifle is really good for this. A lot of people use Recluse. I ran out of bullets because I spray and pray, to be honest with you.
Double primaries are usually pretty good for
yes.
ammo consumption.
Yep. Primaries are perfect for this. And you can use any primary, like Scout Rifle, anything that's going to shoot long range. Because when these crystals pop up, Az will be looking up for them, and you guys will be able to see where he's shooting at, and some of them do have some pretty good distance.
So-
Something I can add in when it comes to the crystals, you'll see people sitting there sometimes shooting the crystal, shooting the crystal constantly. You don't need to shoot it constantly. You just need to like put damage on it. Literally
Yep.
one bullet.
Mhm.
The other person, one bullet.
Yep,
And
I'm
if-
one of those people who spray and pray just because I spray and pray.
And if it's not at the exact same time, that's fine. You got about a 2 or 3 second window before the next person has to hit it.
All right, so GPG said, being someone that is very new to this game and doing raids and everything I have to say, please watch how you word something to someone. I have been made to feel like a scapegoat for things going wrong, even though that wasn't what was meant. Sometimes people take things in the wrong way, so it is important to watch how you say certain things. Exactly. So when you're in a raid, say me and Mulder's in a raid, right? And we have Az with us, and this is Az's first time. Okay? And I say to Az, God, seriously, can you not die? You have to be careful with saying those things because you have to remember that that person, it could be their first raid ever in Destiny. It could be their first raid this time. They could be nervous. They could be a little stressed with everything that's going on. So you have to be careful saying those things because you do not want people to feel like they're a hindrance to you or a burden. All right. So basically, when you're surfing, just be like, "Hey, dude, you are freaking killing it. Good job. Way to do this." You know, and everybody gets frustrated. I even get frustrated sometimes. I get frustrated sometimes. I have to catch myself. So, do you have to be perfect all the time? No, you do not. But just try to remember that it's someone's first time, and you have to be a little understanding of it.
I mean, even Sherpas make mistakes. I could like it could be Az's first time. I could be like, Az, get the crystal, get the crystal. As you can see right now, there's no crystal. What I actually meant to say was, Az, get the buff.
Mm-hmm.
We make mistakes. Because there's so much going on. We're trying to keep track of so many people that
Yep.
Even the slightest little like mishap like that can make a mistake.
And
And
don't
then-
let a mistake consume you either, because that's exactly where Mulder was going too. And I know that Mulder will tell you that as well. If you make a mistake as a Sherpa, move on. Don't worry about it. Don't beat yourself up. If you get the boss to a slur like little hair of health that's left on there, do not stress out about it. If you wipe, you wipe. Listen, we've wiped a million times with it like that. It is not a big deal. The encounter can go, you can bring it back around again, and you can get it right back done again. So that's the best way to remember it. Mistakes are mistakes. Everyone's going to make them, and you have to remember to just move on. Now, if you were to watch me and Mulder and Barnsey and Az and Tolls and Sparkles and Second, or whoever play offline, you would think we were the most toxic people in the whole wide world because we give each other a lot of shit. Like, we mess with each other bad. So don't do that to your new people. It will not make you friends. So remember how you play offline. You're playing with friends. It's way different than when you're sherping with people online that you don't know. So if Mulder's fucking up, I'll tell Mulder. I'll be like, listen, stop fucking up. If I'm paying too much attention to chat, Mulder will call me out on it. So, but you can't do that to new people. You have to remember they're new and they're a little stressed already because they've never done it before. A lot of people haven't done it on stream before. They know they have hundreds of people watching them, and it can get very overwhelming. All right, so in this part right here, me and Mulder and Barnsy's going to take the buff first, and we're going to show you guys a little bit. But Barnsy, on this one right here, can I please have you call out crystals at the top? So Barnsy's going to call out the crystals at the top so you guys see a little bit of a pattern. He's going to call shoot left, shoot mid, shoot right. And I'm going to let him do that at first because I want you guys to see where the crystals are that he's calling. All right. You guys ready? Mulder, you ready?
Why can't I plant a flag?
You don't need no flag.
I do have
All
no
right.
ammo.
3, 2, 1.
That's your fault, Moto.
All right, Sparkles,
Alright,
you and Mulder go in that crystal first. All right, do you guys see how they were? All right, go ahead.
left to right. Shoot left to right.
Perfect.
Alright. This one's on the right. I'll get it with my buddy.
I'm gonna go to the left.
Hi, buddy.
And I'm gonna have Bazinga with me.
Alright, there's one close to us. Then back left, and back
Okay.
right.
Alright.
I'll get the bubble one further up. Alright, left to right.
Now we get to the next platform, guys, and we get ready to switch our buffs so we don't die in the middle. Alright, Barnesy.
Everyone shoot it. Swap.
And Sparkles and Molder first.
Alright, close. Back left. Back right. Okay, I'm gonna take the first right with Az.
I'm gonna take Bazinga on the left with me.
Alright, behind us to the right.
Got it.
And then the one in front.
Okay.
I'm taking the first right with Az.
I'm
Oh,
taking the
I'm
left
so
with
dead.
Bazinga. Alright, I need another or I need
No,
another
no,
bless.
you
I need a
blessing
bless.
for me. Blessing.
Yep,
I'm not
blessing
blessed,
for
so
me,
I can't help you.
please. Thank you.
It's gotta be sparkles.
Alright, do the one to the right on level with Barnsey. Okay, the other one on level with Barnsey in the front.
Here's blessing.
What's your timer, guys?
Dead.
Okay. Yep.
Alright,
We can
shoot. Swap. That's right, Barnsey got blessing. I think I'm the
Perfect.
only one
We
with
got
blessing.
blessing.
so
Mulder has
Yep.
blessing.
You got blessing? Alright,
Who
the next
doesn't have
crystal
blessing?
didn't spawn. I don't know why. Shoot the
Oh.
vessel again. Because the vessel shouldn't have respawned.
Uh-oh.
Okay, pistol
go.
sequence died. Alright, we just wiped somehow.
That's okay.
That-
Hopefully we got to the checkpoint. If not, we'll start it over again.
We got first checkpoint, just not second. Alright, we can...
We need somebody blessing. Blessing.
Oh,
Blessing.
quick.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! We're gonna wipe it.
And we're dead.
Oh yikes! Okay, yep. Okay.
Ooh.
Nah,
We got it. No, we didn't.
Don't do it like that, guys.
What did you
that
do?
is the proper way of how to mess up. I'll catch everybody's questions right after this. Okay. All right. So me, Barnesy, and Mulder's gonna step in the green stuff. So if you mess up, guys, this is what happens. It'll pop up the green stuff for you again, and you just get it and start over. All
okay,
right.
close.
We don't play with that.
Back left, back right.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna get the first right.
The thingy coming with Queen.
Yep.
All right, I got blessing.
Do the one far back right first.
Far back right, you said?
There's one in
Perfect.
then there's then left to right.
Okay. All right.
Okay. One in front of Barnsey, on level with Barnsey. Then there's just
see
the
it.
one...
Yep.
You always just try to work left to right. It's just... They always kind of spawn together.
That was a lot faster right there.
Right here.
We still have 5 seconds. Yeah, break it.
All right.
Okay, work left to right.
All right, I'm gonna go
Okay,
out. Oh,
Good.
nope.
Queen will go
Just
left,
kidding.
Barnsey will go right.
I'll go left. Just kidding. Going left with you, Bazinga.
Yep.
Okay, one above us.
Got it.
And then you work left to right. Okay. Barnsey now's got right. There's one bottom left, which Queens get.
Yep.
Work left to right. There's one behind us though. Yep.
Is the one behind us gone?
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't see that part. What's the timer, guys?
8, 7.
Perfect.
Swap.
Sparkles and Mulder.
Okay, left to right. Okay, that'll be Queen.
We're going out first. I need a non-blessing with me.
Who's your
Ooh,
partner?
Partner.
But it's-
gone.
Dead. Done.
Okay, I lost my non-blessed partner.
That's
Okay,
okay.
work left to right. There's one above us. To the left.
Got it.
50 bar.
I'll go with you, Brandy.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Now I'm not.
I caught it.
Purple's
Ready to
down.
non-bless him
Waiting
with
all
Queen.
the-
Nice job.
I'm blessed. It's
So,
multi blessed
Bazinga's
too.
coming.
We need a
Bazinga's coming.
non-blessed.
All right.
We have 9 seconds. They're all behind us. Work left to right. We have 4 seconds. I am about to die. Just swap
shoot it. Just shoot
ASAP.
it if you can, Mulder.
There we go.
Nice job, guys.
So that's one thing to make. Even though I was down and out and I couldn't jump to him, I can still shoot and help, even at a
Right.
distance.
Yep. So even if you get called behind, you guys can still make sure that you can shoot from behind because you can still shoot the crystals in the air. You can't do anything about the ones that are in the shields, but you can shoot them in the air. Also, if you go over here to the top side where Queen is right now, there's another lure around this corner. Az will come show you real fast once he gets over here. All right, I'll answer some questions real fast. Sorry, I'm just reading something.
Right there. Active. Dog.
So, Jamie, if you're explaining, so you made a good point. So if you guys feel like that you're gonna miss something when you explain an encounter, it is absolutely 110% okay to write it down and read it off of your papers, just so you don't forget something. The number one stress that I have, especially if I have someone new with me, is always panicking and thinking that I forget to tell them something. So if you have a hard time remembering, or if you have that panic moment of, oh my god, I forgot to tell them this, it's okay to write it down, because after a while it's going to become like the back of your hand. You'll be able to just read it off and just say it immediately. Because after a while, you've done this encounter so much, you know exactly how to explain it, you know exactly how to set everybody up, and you just go from there.
Remember, quick, the piece of right here.
Yes. Where as is where the other piece of lore is. Okay, on this encounter right here. So this will be the last encounter, and then we'll start with the boss encounter next time. So on this encounter right here, I'll have Bazinga come to the top with me, and I'll have her stand here across from me. On this one right here, it's the same as the rest of them, guys. It's just going to get a little bit crazier with ads, because you're going to get some hard-hitting ads in this encounter. So Bazinga is going to be blessed, and I'm going to be non-blessed. So say Bazinga has blessing, and I have non-blessing. And we have Chungai moving around all in front of us. Once he gets close to us, I'm gonna say, okay, Bazinga, get ready. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna go in. We're gonna punch him at the same time. When we punch him at the same time, it's gonna bring his shield down. Now, this is really important because so many people always forget to tell someone this, or they don't know about it.
They don't know.
When you have blessing, if you are not the one punching to bring the shield down, it is the best thing to do. So say I have blessing and Bazinga's getting ready to punch with sword, right? She's getting ready to punch with sword, and I'm like, oh shit, I gotta get away. I come way over here because I can't do damage. If you have blessings, you will get immune. You will not be able to do damage. So it's best to be over here out in the middle of nowhere waiting for your turn. So Bazinga, me, and Barnsey got blessing. Bazinga calls first. They go in, they punch. Everybody does damage that is not blessed. Then Barnsey says, okay, Barnsey's going in next. Then Barnsey comes in. Once Barnsey comes in, I'm still over here, so I don't lose my blessings, right? Now Bazinga's done. She can actually start damaging. Then Barnsey comes in. Once Barnsey comes in, he punches. The shield come down. They all damage. And then they're like, okay, Queen, we're ready for you. Then I come over here, I get ready to punch, we bring the shield down. So basically, it's like one big revolving door, except you want to make sure if you have blessings, you're nowhere near him if you're not the one punching. So that is the most important thing about this encounter. You get 3 shots, guys. 3 shots, and then he rages, and you wipe. Also,
Do you want to explain the actual encounter first?
yeah, I'm going to. Well, because that's the most important part of this encounter. The rest of it's pretty simple. All right, so say I have blessing and Bazinga does not, right? I'm going to shoot all the thralls. So every thrall that's all around on this side, I'll be able to kill. She's in charge of witches and aculats. Now, when the ogre comes up, I'm in charge of the ogre because the ogre is for the person who is blessed. After that, me and Bazinga is going to be able to go pass off our blessing to the next people. The people who have Chungus are always going to be the last to get. They're always going to be the last to have their side open. So say Molder and Sparkles is over there on the red side, right? And me and Bazinga, we run over here to the side. We come to where our crystal is going to be. When we get to our crystal, all of a sudden, Sparkles is in there. We all shoot the crystal at the same time, and then now Sparkles actually gets the blessing herself. Now, thank you, Barnesy, because I completely forgot about that. It's going to be sectioned off in 3 different sections, guys. Az, can you show them the 3 different sections on stream so they
Sure.
can see?
So
So
this
as
one,
it's sectioned off, yep.
this area, you can see kind of where the line. Right there is that line. Got, and then we got the third right there.
So you have a purple, which is the top where Barnesy is. You have a red, which is where Miss Sexy Sparkles is. And then you have top, which is where me and Bazinga are. Those are the 3 different places. All right. Now, when you first start the encounter, there is a green pool that's going to show up in one of the 3 sides. That means that you're going to start off with blessings. So, if you're on a side that did not start off with blessings, you both can kill ads until the blessing gets to your side. So, say Barnesy and Az have Chungus on their side, correct? If they have Chungus on their side, they're going to get everything last. So they can just slay out. They can kill ads together. They don't have to worry about ads being split. Same thing for Sparkles and Molder. If Sparkles and Molder are over there, they don't have to worry about blessing until we give it to them as well. So if we get blessings first, it will rotate around to Sparkles and Molder and then around to Az and them because they have the Chungus last. So whoever has Chungus last, they get blessing last and they have their side open last. Something that is super important to remember about this encounter, you have to kill your ogres. If your ogres are not dead on all 3 sides, you will not be able to pass the blessing and it will wipe everyone. So your ogres should be your #1 priority the moment they spawn. They have to go down the fastest. Did I miss anything, guys?
One thing I'd like to mention is, so if one team gets blessing to start with, once they're done killing their ogre, and every side has killed their ogre, the vessel spawns. Now this vessel is actually split in between 2 sections, so where the wall cordons off, there should be a cauldron here, I can't see it, but the vessel will be in
See where it's
between
poked.
2 sides. Yeah.
There.
So you essentially have one person from one team come in to receive the blessing, while the side that starts off with blessing, both people will be inside. So it takes 1 to receive, 2 to give it. So that way each side will still have a blessing. But once you pass the blessing through the wall will break. So 2 sides become 1.
Perfect. So basically that's what you're doing. When you open up each, so you want to basically open it up to where the whole room is open again and there's not any walls up. So that's what you're working towards so you all can damage him as a whole.
The easiest way to know who's getting the blessing next, everything goes clockwise from where the blessing starts.
Mm-hmm.
So if it starts on Queen, it's going to go clockwise to red. If it starts on red, it's going to go clockwise to purple. If it starts on purple, it's going to go clockwise to Queen at top. The entire fight, this phase and the next phase, everything is clockwise.
So Does anybody have any questions before we start the encounter? So you guys, like right now is a great time to ask questions if you guys have questions about this part, because I can understand that it can get really confusing.
Queen, I have a question.
Uh-huh.
So, when you're transferring the blessing from one section to the next, how many people are supposed to be standing in the vessel's circle?
Oh, that's a good question. All right, so we're gonna do a pretend transfer real fast. So Miss Sexy Sparkles, can you meet me and Az down here at the bottom? So Az, can you come over here so they can see on your camera? So what's gonna happen is, say we have the blessing at the top, right? And it's gonna go clockwise like Mulder said. All right. The only people that should be standing in the blessing is me and Oh, Az is just showing you guys. All right, so Bazinga's hopping here with me. So me and Bazinga are from the top side. I have to transfer the blessing to Bazinga because we still have to keep blessing on this side to kill Az, right?
Yep.
Sparkles is going to be the only one on the next side. Reason being is because you only want one person with blessing on that side. So I started out with blessing on my side, which was top side. Then the three of us get into where the crystal ball is. We shoot the crystal ball at the same time, and it now transfers to Bazinga and Sparkles. So we still keep a blessing on our side we can kill ads with, and Sparkles and Mulder now gain a blessing on their side so they can kill their ads and their ogres with.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yes. Now, here's where the kicker gets. Now, say we've opened it all up, and it's time for everyone to go open up the third side. All four of us, okay, me, Sparkles, Mulder, and Bazinga, are going to come over to this side because we're going to Chungus last, which is on the purple side. We all get inside of it together with one person on the other side, because a lot of times the other person will be leading Chungus around so he doesn't kill both of them. And we all say, all right, shoot. And then once we all shoot, hopefully 3 to 4 people is going to get the blessings buff. All right. Most of the time it's going to be 3. Sometimes it's 4 if all of us can make it in there.
So for clarity's sake, this, for me at least, as you're transferring from one side to the other side, then the receiving side, there should only ever be one person.
Yeah, just think of it this way: it takes 2 to give and 1 to receive.
Exactly. That's a perfect way to think of it. 2 to give and 1 to receive. So if you're on the giving side, you're going to be both in there, and there's only going to be one person to receive it.
Oh, that makes more sense too. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yep, of course.
Just a question. The person that's got what was his name? Or whatever, the miniature boss.
I'm sorry. So it was really hard for me to hear. Hold on one second. Let me turn you up a little bit, Jamie. All right, go ahead.
The person that's got, that's got the miniature boss. I can't think of what his name is. Would it be best to have one person taking them away, sort of down the bottom of the stairs, and leave the other person to deal with the ads, etc.?
No,
and help out when he can, if he can.
No. So basically, I think what you're asking me is it better for one person to stay behind the clear ads and then the other person send the buff? Is that what you're saying?
No,
he's saying like
he's saying one person just constantly like bait Chungus while the other person solos their side.
Oh yes. A lot
Because
of people
when I've done this, that's how I done it. We kept having him on their side, and I was the one that was being bait.
Yes. So yes, you can absolutely bait. So a lot of times Chungus he will not be that nice. He won't let all of you get in the well. And if he doesn't, that's okay. Just have someone bait him, and that person will just be the automatic first puncher. So
I think he's also talking about before that. I think he's talking about like while we're doing our stuff, one guy's like off trying to keep Chungus away from the other guy, and he's clearing ads the whole time while everything else is going on. You want both people killing ads. You want to be up on the pillars, shooting down at the ads together. If you're on those pillars, you don't even have to worry about Chungus.
So look at where Barnsey is right now. So do you see where Barnsey is right now on this pillar? So the pillar is a great place to be. If you target them ads right off the bat, they'll be dead before they even really get up. So the good way to look at it is to do not play like Queen. I play very aggressive. So I play up here, up close, and in their face with a shotgun. Don't do that at first until you get used to it, because I know the spawns now, and I know how to like kill them immediately when they come in, and know what is spawning where and how it's spawning. So basically, if you want to play it safe, you want to be up where Barnesy is on the top. And if you're over on the top side, up here on this side where we don't have the high pillars, you can use these boxes right here, and he will not chop you up here. So,
Right.
Az, can you point up here, look up here real fast so they can see? There you go. All right, so you guys can see where Az is at. We're on the boxes behind him, and he's on the high pillars. So these guys are they're your best friends. Use these high pillars to your, to the best way that you can. But also make sure that you guys are really paying attention to them witches because they'll burn you really fast. So if you have to hop down, jump around, get your health, and then hop right back up again and start shooting again, do that. So you're basically like a bunny. See? Look at Queen, look at me. I'm shooting and hopping. See? That's what you want to do the whole time. You don't want to stay still. Who cares said, I heard you say 3 to 4 blessed. Do you want both of the final team to have the buff in the end? So I've only had one time where we've ever had 4 people blessed. It's usually only 3. I think it was...
It's ideal on an experienced raid team because usually what happens is we've done it before where it's like, let's say it's me or someone else that's really experienced or whatever. I'll bait Chungus, and then let's say Barnesy actually called it out before. He says, okay, Mulder, run quick. And I'll stop baiting and I'll run into the circle. We'll get the buff quick, and then 4 people have it.
Right. So is that what you were meaning? Who cares? Also, for this encounter, what are the best weapons to have equipped? Perfect. Mountaintop, Recluse, or something like it. Machine gun, Anarchy. I have a shotgun as well. I play with a shotgun as well.
Wrist
What
runner
about the
work.
What about the Jotun?
Jotun could
I don't
work.
know. I've never used Jotun in here.
Jotun
to
could
be
work.
honest.
Wrist runner I've seen pretty effectively. Well.
Yep, brisk runner.
Antiope
there's quite a different
replacement.
guys. Antiope, a Huckleberry.
Loaded question.
Loaded question works
Loaded
well.
question. Quite a bit. Until you get used to the ad spawns and stuff, or until you get used to being aggressive and playing more aggressively, I don't recommend a shotgun. I recommend something from distance. To be honest.
Grenade launchers are good. You just got to be careful because of bad bounces.
Right.
Very serious.
Right. What was the other question? I'm sorry. What was the question?
What shields do the wizards have?
Solar.
So
There's no
They
shield.
do
They
not
don't have
have shields.
Yep, no shields. You're good. No, they don't have any shields on there.
It's just who's blessed and who's not. That's where it kind of goes.
My question was more: should you be trying to get 4 people with the buff? It would be nice to have 4 people with the buff. You get 4 damage phases, he's done.
Yeah.
If you can get 4 damage phases in, he's pretty much done. I mean, you can do it in 3, but it's this dude has a lot. I feel like this dude has more health than the final boss. I don't know why.
This
feel
one
like this
actually
dude is a
has
nightmare
more than
kill.
Morgoth back from the.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you want to break it right down, you literally the best way to do it, and again, I haven't even done it this way yet, is you have 2 people get the buff. First person breaks the shield, then you have 5 people DPSing. You have 1 person with the buff still, and you can tag Chungus with Anarchy, and the guy with the buff constantly is damaging with Anarchy, and Anarchy's actually acting as you being buffed. And then the other 5 people are just going in melee.
Right.
Barnesy came up with that idea the other day.
I won't take credit
Yeah.
for it, but it's a thing.
You did come up with it, Barnesy. Though you should take credit for it. Barnesy comes up with him and Mulder. Like Mulder come up with the strat of each person going to their own spot to cleanse, which I thought was absolutely freaking genius because it saved us so much time, so much headache, and waiting on each other. So there's a lot of things that people come up with that it makes things better. So always, guys, I'm going to tell you right now, I have done it and I regret it and I have ate my words before. Make sure you listen to everybody's ideas because if you don't, you could be shooting down something to make your life 110 times easier. So do not think that your way or your idea is the correct way or the fastest, most efficient way, because there's people who are always coming up with better strategies, faster ways of doing it. So be open to other people's ideas, or be open to their strategies. Trust me when I tell you, it will make your life easier. I have had a lot of people who've come in and who have taught me after I've done raids for a long time, and they'll be like, "Hey, if you do it this way," I'm like, "Damn, man, why didn't I know that 100 freaking raids before?" So make sure you're definitely open to listening to other people's ideas. Unless it's Barnsey, then don't listen.
Yeah.
Preferred light level for
One-
entrance.
There's actually one thing I want to say about this encounter, is it's very time-based against you killing ads. The faster you clear your waves, the faster you'll get your next wave. Then you get your ogre. Then you kill the ogre. It's all time dependent based on how fast you can kill. I've had times where I've been done with my side, and I'm just sitting at the vessel and I'm watching other people still on the second wave killing the witches and stuff. It's very important you spawn kill your ads. Obviously, it's hard when you have chungus, and I don't expect you to be well record time killing your ads while you have chungus on your side, but dealing with your ads fast is a big key here, because people do have their blessings and their witch's curse, and they can't get rid of it unless every side kills their ogre.
So by spawn killing the ads, he means Sword. Come up here with Queen real fast. So I'm gonna show you guys a little trick. All right, and this is something that I've learned just from doing it a couple of times. All right, when you're ready, when you're already up here and waiting with them with a shotgun, the ad spawn, bam, 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 bam. She's done. Witch is done. All right, then I'll wait, unless I have chungus. If I have chungus, I'll wait up here on the box. If they spawn again and she's not on this side, guess what? I hop across to here. Bam, 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 bam. She's dead. And then I just kill all the little ads, right? After you do that, then guess what? Then your ogre comes out, pop your golden gun, pop the ogre, and you're done. You're ready to transfer everything. Now, unless you have a teammate where you have blessing and your teammate has to shoot the wizard, and then your teammate has to do the same thing. So that all ads on all sides all spawn right here. All right? They don't spawn any different. They all spawn right here. So you know immediately these ads are about to spawn. Throw a grenade down there, shoot that shotgun, pop that witch, she's dead. Jump across to the other side, shoot that shotgun, she's dead. Then shoot the ads. And also, Chungus will swipe at you while you're up here, but it's easy to just kind of bait him or stay away from him. You can stay on the opposite side. So I've learned that if I stay here and he's right here, he won't swipe at me. Now, if I'm in the middle, he'll swipe at me. If I'm on this side, he'll swipe at me. But if you stay back pretty far like this right here, he can't hurt you. But you have to keep your eye on him at all times. Don't forget where he is. He's a sneaky little asshole. He'll sneak up to you, and all you'll hear is "Rawr!" and you're dead.
I'm sorry, what do we hear?
"Rawr!" and he's dead, and you're dead.
That's on my left?
Yeah, I was like, that's on my left.
That was on my right.
All right, so shall we do this real fast and
So
ask?
what
Go ahead.
So what's the best super for a hunter? Because he knows what I go to.
Oh, golden gun,
My,
hands down.
my hunter's my mate.
Yeah, golden gun, hands down on the hunter. Like, tether is really not going to help you here, and I'll tell you why. Because it may tether the ads, but you can't kill them. Because you can't kill some of them. It's better to have that golden gun so you can pop that ogre. One shot to that ogre, and he is dead. Done. You don't have to worry about the ogre anymore. So, at the end, a golden gun really comes in as a really good super to use on your hunter. It really comes in good on this one, too, for the ogre. But as when you're over with Barnsey in just a second, I want you guys to watch Barnsey and watch what he does. Watch how he already spawn traps them and kills them right off the bat. Him and Az both are going to do that. So you guys can see how fast they can take their ads down by doing that, and how much better and easier it's going to be for you guys. All right. Bazing, are you with me? You want to be with me?
Yep.
All right, Sparkles is going to be with Mulder. And Barnsey and Az is going to be together. Is everybody ready?
Good luck, Sparkles.
I'm only getting your side.
Sparkles
What's
here.
that supposed to mean?
Good luck, Sparkles.
Okay, Sparkles is here.
Over with Sparkles. Yeah, good
Alright,
luck with that, Mulder. She's been sassy today. All right, so to start the encounter, I'll let Barnsey start it. He's just going to walk up and smack the guy in the face.
I like
Better
to
be,
choose.
better be aggressive, Sparkles.
Oh god.
I ain't aggressive.
All right, and the ads
There
are
you are,
spawning in
Sparkles.
now. So boom, 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 which is already dead.
We have blessing.
I have blessing. Yep, Queen has blessing. I'm going to grab it real fast. You kill the witch next.
I hit the wrong one.
I'm coming up to get this little ad.
So
for
if
you.
you, so if you've got a minute,
I just got a prime. I gotta go to the tower.
Oh my
so
god.
if you've got the miniature boss, you don't need to use that.
Wait, give me just
Yeah.
1 second, Jamie, because we're in the middle of the encounter, and then I'll show you. I'll tell you. Give me just 1 second. I'm sorry. Jamie, your mic is a little bit scratchy. Can you type that out for me in chat, please?
You got first ogre me.
All right, let's go switch. We're gonna trade it off to Sparkles and then Bazinga.
Yep.
So me and Bazinga had Blessing first, so now we are stepping into the pool together, and Sparkles is coming to meet us. All right, go ahead and shoot. Now Bazinga has Blessing, and I gave up Blessing to Sparkles. And Bazinga over.
Yep.
Alright, Ogre
There you
spawning. Alright, Bazinga, we're gonna get ready to
Do
meet.
you want to bait?
Yeah, I'll play
Alright.
bait.
So we're gonna go over. Now we all get ready to go over to where Barnsy's at. Do you see how Az is still baiting? Now we're all gonna get ready to shoot. There you go.
Oh.
Good job.
Nope.
Alright.
Be done.
I have Blessing. I'm staying away.
No,
Mulder's got first.
Queen,
blessing.
do yours. Mulder's
do
got
mine
first
first?
blessing. Alright, go in.
Alright.
Mulder will go in. Mulder will go in.
Okay.
Alright, perfect.
12 going down.
Well, Mulder.
I got you, Bazinga. I got you.
Now we got two. That's fine.
Alright, Bazinga, you can go ahead and start damaging
Okay.
with them. Alright, I'll
Someone
go in
just punches?
second.
Nah, I've got Anarchy under him.
Oh, okay, perfect.
So I'm blessed, putting Anarchy underneath his shield once he gets it back. So anyone that's non-blessed can just punch him and it breaks him immediately.
Alright.
This way I get to keep my buff and just do whatever.
Alright,
Queen,
let me
you can
know
back
when you
me
guys are ready for me.
You can make sure you're next to it, Queen, so you don't. So
Go and punch.
keep it.
Got him
Punch.
now. He's punched.
Alright, I gotta be in the next one, otherwise I die.
We kill the thrall.
Sorry.
Alright, go ahead.
I need to punch him, but he's fucking across the front.
There we go.
There we go. Okay. That ended really quick, but it was outside, I think.
Now we just go back to our sides, guys, and we get ready to do it again. Same thing.
Hasn't decided yet.
We have him on the side. Alright, so damage will be on will be the last one.
Alright, I'm blessed.
Oh, that's.
Now the problem here is that we got these thrall, so
Gonna have
the
to
waves
dance
will
around.
spawn late. Yeah. So like our wave isn't spawning now because we have these thrall in the damage phase.
I got first Ogre Bazinga. Actually, I'll take. Let's both kill him together.
Okay. Alright, you ready to switch?
Yeah, we're ready
Alright.
to give it. I'll grab it for us.
Yep.
You two both come in.
Ready?
So two are coming in to give. I'm receiving.
Yep.
So that's why each side both have a blessing.
Now the witch is mine. Kill.
I can't touch witches anymore.
Alright. Witches are out again. I got last Ogre with a golden gun.
Okay.
And then we
Okay,
can
I've got
bolt.
20. I have 20 seconds. to make
Go
the
ahead and go
transfer.
bolt. Bazinga, I got this one. We can just meet over there if you want. See if you can
You guys
pull him
still
away.
have to roll.
Alright, go
Okay.
ahead.
Transfer. Alright.
Boulder, you got first well.
Someone call out first blessing.
I
Someone
got
call
the
out
first one. Whoever has first blessing can go in with Queen. I'm dead, actually.
Wait, what? Why would you call that? Who has first blessing? Come punch.
I'll
Who is
punch.
First blessing.
I am
Who
blessing.
wants to be first blessed?
I'm punching now.
As has it. There we go.
Do we have a well?
Yep, so.
Oh my god.
Yes,
Holy
we have a
fuck.
well.
I asked for a
Alright.
well and I get 20.
Who
Alright,
has
next
second
person.
blessing? Okay, pop. Fine.
So I got third.
Alright, you got third. Go,
Next one.
He
Okay.
throws. Let's finish him right here. Dead. Nice job.
Wipe for damage.
Fight for damage. And that, guys, is how
Quick,
I
everybody
play.
switch to void.
Too late.
No, the chest doesn't fine.
I'm already void. Please.
So, okay, does anybody have any questions? Jamie, did you write that in chat for me?
Yeah, it says my message getting checked.
I'm looking for it. Oh, did you write it in Discord?
No, I read it on Sword Stream. It says, no board comes and hey, your message is being checked. I think by mods. And that's not
The
Oh.
older
what it
one
said.
got you, so it never sent.
Oh, try, just post it in Discord real fast. I'll read it in Discord. Just copy it and post it in Discord real fast. Does anybody else have any questions about that encounter?
Yeah, can we do it quicker next time?
Yeah, get good.
There you go, Queen. Just pop.
Okay, so if you have the vinegar boss, okay, you can kill all the ads and don't need to have the blessing. So yes, so if you have little Chungus with you, you both can kill the ads together and you do not need the blessing together. The only time you're gonna get blessing is when someone switches, when someone comes into you. Whenever everybody gets ready to come over to your side, they're gonna pass the blessing off to one of you. So the whole like 2 ad rotations, you both can kill together.
Right, okay.
It's only the side that starts a blessing. They're the only side that will have blessed ads. When they transfer to the second side, both those, and then their side becomes one, right? Because they break the wall. Those 2 sides will have blessed ads. The third side will never have blessed ads because they just have the Chungus. So it's just they just kill as best they can while they deal with Chungus trying to kill them.
Right. Anybody else?
I would like to say something. Sorry if I'm late. I had my trainer today. What did I miss?
Oh, you're okay. So we basically just went through like the first encounter, the second encounter, and the third.
This is also
Um,
recorded, Queen.
Yeah, it's recorded on Az's channel too. If you want to go back and watch the VOD, it'll like show you everything. So we went step by step like through the first encounter, second encounter, and third encounter. So you're good. So you just came in right when we finished the third encounter.
I actually went through the raid my first time with the squad. It was actually fun.
Oh,
I know
nice, Plasma.
I know how to do the first
Okay.
encounter. And I kind of know how to do the second encounter. We ended up stopping at the boss because everyone couldn't do it or were underleveled, stuff like that. If you know what I mean.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Well, if you go back and watch the VOD, it'll tell you like we laid out steps like how to teach the raid, how to show each other how to do it, as far and also about like strategies to like make it easier for you. But I'm gonna stop there at that encounter, guys, because I have some things that I need to do. Plus, it's about to get time for some other things to happen. But I wanted to. I hope that it helped. If this helped, you guys let me know. If you want to see more of something different, I don't mind going through other raids with you as well. Because Sammy and Tetra both also said, "Hey, does it only have to be the new raid?" It does not. There's a lot of new people coming into the Destiny community that are still wanting to raid the old raids. They're still wanting to get the old gear. Because right now, I'm telling you, a lot of people used the Leviathan arms because you had Striking Hand and Giving Hand on there. We definitely can do some of those raids as well. Next week, I'm gonna make it to where hopefully I can do it on my day off, where we can do an hour for PS4 first, an hour for Xbox second, and then an hour for PC. Even if we just make it through 1 or 2 encounters, that way you guys are going to Sherpa me. So I am not going to say anything about these encounters. So I really want you guys to watch the VOD that we just made, go through the encounters, learn the encounters, because next week you guys get the Sherpa me. So that's basically what I'm looking forward to, because then that way you guys get a little bit more comfortable with explaining it. You guys get a little bit more comfortable with doing it, and then the more you do it, the more you explain it, the more you learn the raid, the better you're going to be at it. And then I'm just going to be the person who's going to be there learning next week with you guys. So that's what I'm going to do. And if it takes us a couple of weeks to get through the whole, all of the raid encounters and stuff like that, that's okay, because at least you guys will then know. And then when you guys are looking for people to raid with, guess what? Our community in Discord has just been made a lot bigger, a lot more ready to raid. And then you guys don't have to go searching on LFG. You guys can raid together and get like absolutely a very good experience from it. So that was my goal for this, and I hope that it worked out, and I hope that it helped you guys. So does anybody else have any other questions for me? Or for any of the Mulder, Bazinga, any of them. If you have questions for them, now would be a good time to ask.
So are you doing the boss encounter next week then?
I'm gonna do the boss encounter next week. Yep, we'll do the boss encounter next week. I don't want to step.
That's what threw me off.
Yeah, well, so the boss encounter, I mean, I could walk through it a little bit, but the boss encounter it's really not that much different from what we just did. The only thing that is going to be thrown in there now is a different way of killing small chungus and a different way of doing the crystals. So do you guys remember on the second encounter when the crystals were shielded? So if you look at where me and Bazinga are, Bazinga, can you show where me and Bazinga are? So me and Bazinga are at top. So we call this top up here. We call red down here to the right where Mulder is, and we call purple down here where the purple is. That's where Barnsey and Az would have been. Now, the crystals, they spawn all over the map. So if you're here in top, they could spawn here where we're standing. They could spawn up to the top right here. They could spawn on this side. They could spawn in the very middle right here on the steps, and they also could spawn right there where Bazinga is. So that is your crystal spawn for the top.
So who else again?
Okay. So yeah, you can show them as while you're jumping around. Say.
Got one here.
Mhm. Mhm.
And then you got the potential to have one floating in the
area right above the steps, and then right here where Queen is.
Kind of like the.
It actually makes an X.
Yeah,
so.
big X. And it's like that on all of the platforms, I think. Actually, I'm not positive. Where does it spawn at on red?
On red?
It spawns here. I know this.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same. I actually...
The one part of the X
is not in this area.
Okay, so top is the only one that has the X. The other ones only have 4 different spawns.
Yeah, on red it's where Queen's standing now. Both pillars at the front and then in the middle.
Okay. Yep. So that's where your crystals are. So you get crystals and then you get chungus. Now on chungus on this one, you still have to have your blessed and non-blessed. So only a blessed and non-blessed on each side can kill a crystal. Only a blessed and non-blessed on each side can kill a chungus. So say Miss Sexy Sparkles has blessing and I have non-blessing, right? So Sparkles, is she even here? Is Sparkles here? All right, yep, she's here. So she's gonna come in. She's gonna jump on the top of this pillar with me, across from me, and we're gonna say, all right, you ready to punch him? 3, 2, 1. Go in, punch him. He's gonna freeze right here. When he freezes, you're gonna be looking up at this dude, looking at his hand. When he shoots the fireballs, as soon as it turns green, you're gonna smack his hands. He's gonna bring up a big old axe, and he's gonna axe big boy down. That is how you kill your chunguses on all 3 sides. After you have successfully killed your chunguses, that is when you get to damage phase. Now keep in mind, you have ads spawning, you have crystals popping up, and it's always a pretty good a pretty good thing, rule of thumb to remember is if you're getting crystals next, you do not want to shoot. You do not want to hit Chungus before you get your crystals.
Yep.
Once you hit your Chungus, you're gonna lose blessing. Okay. And no, I know there's a way for you to keep your blessing, but just when you're starting out with someone and you're teaching someone new, go ahead and just assume they're not going to understand that. They're not going to get it the first couple of times. So you're going to have to just go ahead and worry about going and getting blessing. So this is what I do. Sparkles is going to show you. Once we hit, Sparkles is going to come down off the thing. She's going to get ready to shoot to have the guy get axed. I'm going to be running down here as fast as possible, and I'm going to say, shoot queen at the bottom on red, please. I need blessing. Someone's going to shoot across the map that has blessings, and we're going to shoot it at the same time, and I'm going to have blessings back, right? Now, say we're standing here, me and Sparkles are standing here, Chungus comes out, and then ding, a crystal pops up right here. Sparkles and me are going to come up here, get the crystal first, then we're going to say, okay, 3, 2, 1, jump down, kill, smack Chungus, and then that's when he's gonna freeze, and then that's when we go through that process again. So does anybody have questions about that process?
But this is next week. We'll go a little more in depth with it.
Yeah, next week we'll go more in depth with this. Next week it will be a lot more in depth. Also, next week, if you guys want to, like, if I know, like, being asked, if you have questions on the spot, maybe you forget, or you're like, damn, I wish I would have asked Queen that. Feel free to ask me in the Sherpa School chat. If you remember a question that you want to ask, or you're like, hold up, I want to know how this is done. Me, Spy, Mulder, anybody that's in this channel right now that knows the answer, we will answer it in Sherpa School for you guys. So say you're in with your raid team and you're like, oh crap, I forgot how to do this. Feel free to DM me, put it in Sherpa School, at me, whatever you need to do, because I will 100% answer you, so that way you know how to do the encounter. Playing your life on this encounter is the number one rule. Okay? If you go up and you are killing an ad and another ad smacks you from behind and you just about die, it is okay to back off, come back here, get your life back. And this is basically what I'll tell. I'll say, Bazinga, oh God, I'm about dead. I got to come back here. I have to heal for a second, and then I can get the ad in a minute. Because then Bazinga knows to back off as well, that I'm not up there and I don't have her back. So chemistry in this raid is a big thing. When you're playing with someone, you want to talk to them. Does that mean talk to them the whole time? No, because other people need to hear call-outs too. That just means that when something important is happening, make sure you relay what's going on so that your teammate knows what to do, and they know to back off too, because when a death happens, it's really hard to recover from that. All right. Also, if they're a new person, it's okay to coach them and to tell them, hey, all right, come over here, do this, shoot this right here. Your next ads are going to spawn here, because odds are you're already going to know where the ads are going to spawn. Also, on this encounter, I know you guys laugh at me when I say this, but this is so true. Hug his balls. If you hug his balls at the front, those fire orbs will not hurt you. They won't get you up there. So basically, think of his balls as your safe haven. All right. So that's basically as bluntly as I can put it. Okay. That was awkward. All right.
You want to end on that?
Yeah.
And this
So,
is why we love you, Queen.
Yeah, I love you guys too. I hope, like, I know everybody wants to, like, get right in the raid and let's get it going and stuff. But I wanted you guys to understand the encounter first, because I feel like sometimes when you know what's coming for you, or what you have ahead of you, it's gonna be a little easier to deal with, because you're gonna be like, oh yeah, that's right. Queen told me this. I need to do this. You know? So, but before I close, does anybody need anything? Everybody good?
Yeah, I need to beat this raid so I don't get a red dot.
You're good.
We lost to Barnsey, so.
Yeah, Barnsy's gone, so. Alright.
Well, thank you for hosting this.
No, of course. No, thank you, Sword, for streaming it for us because Discord went kaplooey.
Well, I'll post a link to the VOD in the Sherpa School. So if there's any questions, you'll have a link where you can back and reference.
That would be perfect. So guys, if you missed half of the stream today because you were working or something like that, he'll put the VOD in there so that you guys will be able to watch it and catch up with us onto this encounter right here. And then next week I'll try to do the last encounter, and then hopefully we can go straight into the hour raids. Keep in mind when we do the hour raids, I'm pretty much going to keep it structured at an hour. So this raid can be done in under 50 minutes. Under 50 minutes. All right. That's going to be our goal in doing this. So every week we're going to start out and we're going to see how far we can get on each of the on this raid, okay? And like I said, if we get it down pat and we get real comfortable with it, it should take us under 50 minutes. Today it was an hour 20 in the first, 54 minutes the second, and then 50 minutes the third. So this encounter doesn't take that long. There's only 4 encounters. But yeah, so that's my goal. And I hope that's a good goal for you guys too, because like I said, I want you guys to be able to find people to raid with. I feel really bad when I see people posting and they can't find raids and then they have terrible experiences with LFG. So my thing is to get the community familiar with each other and get you guys to plan together so that way you guys have people to raid with 24/7 and you guys don't have to worry about winning the raffle with me all the time. Or, you know, like, hey, Queen, I really want to raid. Because I really hate that I can't play with everybody all the time. It makes me feel bad. And one thing that will make me feel better is knowing that you guys are taken care of and you guys are able to get your loot and experience the same things that I get to experience with my raid groups. So that's basically why I'm doing it, because I love you guys. And I'm very thankful. Aw, don't do it. Don't do it. All right. Az, thank you so much for hosting it, guys. I love you so much. If you have any questions, feel free to yell at me. I'm gonna go over and hang out with the hubs, and I will see you guys later on.
All right. Thanks again. Have a good night.
All right. Good night,
Queen.
family. I love your faces very much. Az, thank you so much, Az.
I'll gladly
Thank you
do it
so
next week.
much. Yeah, that's
Kind
perfectly
of make a
fine.
series out of it.
Yeah, that's fine. Next week, guys, are you guys okay with doing Thursdays around this time? Is that okay? Was the time an issue?
A little
No,
early
it's fine. I don't have any work on Thursdays. So,
okay.
Yeah.
To all the people that are muted that are at work right now, will you guys just pop in chat real fast and just say yes or no, or just say it in Sherpa School, whatever you want to do. Also, if you guys would like to move it to a weekend, we can move it to a weekend too. Just let me know what you guys want, and we'll try to do what the majority needs. It's really hard to like go around everybody's schedule, so we'll just see what the majority wants, and then we'll go from there. Alrighty?
Yeah.
All right. I love you guys.
Love you too.
Bye, family. It was weird having everybody in here with me while I was talking, because I was like, man, I got a lot of people who can talk to me right now. You guys made my face red. All right. All right. Bye, guys. Have a wonderful night.
See ya.
All right. Bye, Az.
Yeah. All right, stream. We're gonna go raid out to another member. Show him some love. Pass all. So doing.
Hello.
Yeah, we can.